So how do you make money as a fashion designer nowadays, right? Most people think that you have to have a huge brand or you have to be the next Dior or Chanel to earn a living as a fashion designer. That's not the case. And I'm going to go over it with you. I'm going to give you some tips and some ideas, some suggestions, different ways that you can monetize your talents and skills as a designer. And I've got some notes here for you. Hello everyone, my name is Nino. I'm an FIT graduate, worked at Ralph Lauren. I was an instructor at FIDM, the Fashion Institute in Los Angeles. And I'm the creative director and founder of Fashion Premier Academy, so that I can share my knowledge and experience with all you guys. So, how do we make money as a fashion designer? Let's take a look. Starting with freelance projects. What does that mean? A lot of people don't realize how much demand there is for freelance fashion designers. Startups, small brands, even influencers, they're all looking for someone who can sketch ideas, design collections, or create tech packs. If you can sketch well, if you can design, you can earn. Build a small but professional portfolio that shows your aesthetics and your style. What is a portfolio? It's your creative resume. You don't need 50 pages, just 6, 7, 8, 10 pages to show the potential client that's hiring you your aesthetics, your mood boards, your color palette, sketches, and final looks. And then you can post these images on social media, your Instagram, Pinterest, and so on, to generate some visibility. And speaking of portfolios, if you do want to create a really well done portfolio, there is a course on Fashion Premier Academy that one of my former students, Sophia, and I put together. And it's a high-end, professional, well-done, industry quality portfolio. So if you're interested in doing that, another thing you can do, you can share your knowledge. You can teach. I know what you're thinking. Well, wait a minute. I am supposed to be looking at you to teach me. No, listen. Perfect example. I have courses on sketching and draping and pattern making and etc., etc. But I do not have one on sewing. I just don't, right? I don't sew. But if you do, if you love sewing, if you're a great seamstress, guess what? You can teach that. You can create a course and teach online how to sew or how to sketch, or, if you're good at putting collages together, how to create a mood board and all that. I have courses on Fashion Premier Academy, Udemy, and Skillshare. So create a course, teach something. I know you have something that you can share with the world, right? Another way to earn money as a designer is to have what's called print on demand. Meaning that, let's say you were making t-shirts, for example, right? That t-shirt that you design will be printed and made when the customer buys your t-shirt. What does that mean? Well, see, most companies will have 500 t-shirts, 1,000 t-shirts in a warehouse, hoping that they will sell. So you've got a warehouse full of stock and you pray that they will sell. Whereas print on demand, the item, the t-shirt, the sweatshirt, the dress, whatever, gets printed and made and shipped to you, to the customer rather, when the client places the order. So there is no inventory. That's an amazing asset as a new designer, as a new company, right? So that's print on demand. And I always tell my students, start small, right? Start small. After I graduated from FIT and started working for Ralph Lauren, if you know anything about Ralph Lauren, you know how he started? He started with a tie. Yep, one single tie put his name on the map in the tie business. And then he designed shirts to go with the ties. And then the suits to go with the shirts, to go with the ties. And then before you know, Polo was born. And then from Polo, from the menswear, women's wear, children's wear, active wear, you name it. The rest is history, right? So start small. That's okay. So if this resonates for you, I have 2 steps for you. One is to check out my book, Design Your Future. Be a future designer. This is not just about fashion designing, but it's about becoming successful in the industry as well as your life. It's about your mindset. Your mindset is your most important and valuable tool. Don't forget that. So it's available on Amazon. Check it out. And the other is, of course, to visit Fashion Premier Academy. There's a free mini course which will guide you through your creative process and your fashion journey. And it's free. Anyway, any questions? Email me at ninovia@me.com. Keep designing, keep envisioning yourself as a successful fashion designer because your creativity is your currency. I'll see you in class.